Hey guys, Nagraj here. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new for my channel, please do subscribe. In this video, we'll discuss about most commonly asked the questions in the interview, that is array and collections. In most of the Java interview, these questions will be mandatory. They will ask what is array, or they will ask what is collections, or difference between the array and collections. For these questions, you can able to answer in front of interview after watching this video. Okay, we'll see one by one. So I have listed 6 differences here. We'll see one by one. Okay, the first one is the size. The size of the array is fixed, and the collection size is growable. That means before working with the array, we need to declare the size of the array. We can't able to increase or decrease during the runtime, but in the collections, still we can increase or decrease the size of the collections as per our requirement. Okay, this is the first example. We'll see in the Eclipse. I will show you. So let me, what's the difference? Now we discussed like the size of the array is fixed. Suppose I will declare one array, something int array equal to new int. Okay, let me declare one array. So array of, so this is how we need to declare array. So I have declared some array. So if I didn't declare array, suppose assume like I didn't declare any array, because the compiler will show error like, so variable must provide either dimension expressions or the array initializations. So we need to initialize the array size. So now I have declared the array size now. So now there is no error. Now what we should do? So what I will do? So I will take array of 10th element, maybe 10th element to the 9th one, correct? So equal to, I will put some value 10. Suppose if I want to display this value, right? If I want to use this one value, sys out. So let me use the array 9. Okay. Now what will the output? What the output will get? We'll get the output as 10. So if I run this program, so I will get the output as a 10 now. So before I initialize this array 10, but I should know that how many number of elements should be stored in the array, right? Suppose the first scenario is like, we have a list of data, we have less than 10, or maybe we can say the 10 data is available. So in that case, I need to declare 10, and I need to keep on add one by one as per the index 0, 1. I will add array list 1 or something. Maybe I can use the for loop also to add this value. So for your quick reference only, I have given directly adding the index 9. I'm adding the value 10. Okay, for one by one we can add through the for loop also. We have different way we can add the element array. So now I added 9. So if I print, I got this value as a 10 now. The first scenario is like, we have a data 10 element we need to store. So one by one I have stored, and it is everything works fine. Suppose assume like, suppose in the data I have the 11th element. So I need to store. In that case, while compiler it is not showing any error. But while using this array of 11, it will show error for me, right? Definitely it will show error like array index out of boundary exceptions, because we have size of 10, but I am adding the 11th element. It is not available. So during the scenario like more than 10 element, if I try to add those elements to the array, but it is not declared at the initial stage, then our program will fail. So this is the main drawback of the, suppose assume like another scenario, doing the program executions, anyhow we define the 10 array size, but I got only one element during the program execution. In that time, array of 0 will have the value, correct? Array of 0 will have a value. In that time it will work fine. But the thing is like, what about the remaining element? Array of 1, array of 2, and till array of 9 will get the 0 value, but we have reserved 10 element. In the memory we have reserved the 10 element, but we got only one element. So there is a improper way of the memory handling, right? That means you are not handling the memory location properly. So this is the very this drawback of the array. But if I consider the array list, let me comment out this one. Okay, let me take collections. So let me take array list of let me object equal to new array list of. So I have declared I need to import this one, array list, from Java util package. So I imported. Now see here, the initially I have declared something, because in the collection no need to declare any size here, because it will take during the runtime. That is the meaning. So if I try to add the n number of data, it will take. So array list dot, if I try to add I am adding the first element as 10 and second element as 11, right? It's keep on taking the data. See, it will keep on take the data. If I want to print out this out, I will take the print out of this, the array list. Okay, if I run this program, so I get the 10 and 11, because see, even though with respect to of the element present, so we can, it will reduce the because it is not reserved any memory location at the initial step. If we have 2 data, it is taking only 2 data in the memory location. If we have 100, it will keep on at the 100 element. It is not required to allocate the memory at the initial stage. That is the meaning. Okay, hope you understand. So that's what I mentioned in the first point at the size. The array of the size will be fixed and it is not varying. You can keep on increase or decrease as per our requirement. So, but we can't able to, because it is difficult during runtime. We don't know, right? In a real-time scenario, runtime, we don't know how many element will be present, or it may increase or decrease. But in this case, you may think like you can see, suppose you may think like you can declare 100 itself. But in that case, right, if you get less number of element and remaining whichever the reserved memory locations will be get wasted. It is not a proper way of memory handling. So better we should go for the array list in if we consider the size of an array. Okay. The second point is data types. The array takes both primitive data types and the object, but in case of collections, it is taking only the object. It holds only what is collection. It is a group of individual object represented as a single unit. So it takes only the object. If you consider the performance, right? So array is faster compared to the collections. So collection is very slow. So in case of element, the array list can hold only the homogeneous element, but in case of the collections, it both holds the homogeneous and heterogeneous element as well. If you are not aware of this, what is homogeneous, heterogeneous, maybe so if you go through that video, maybe we'll get more idea on what is heterogeneous and homogeneous. Yeah, this is the very important as we discussed in the first point also. The memory consumptions, or in case of memory management, right? The array is not recommended to use, because we already know that it is not a growable in nature. As during the runtime, we need to define at the initial stage itself, but it will increase or decrease its collection size during the program execution as per the element available. If you have less number of element, it will adjust to those element size, and if it is more element, it will adjust to the more number of the data. But there is no wastage of memory here. But in case of array, there is a wastage, because there is if you declare 100 element, size of the array is 100, but intake only if you have only 5 element during the runtime, so remaining 95 element locations will be wasted. We can say that array is not recommended to use. Next is predefined methods. Predefined methods are not available in case of the array, but there is lot of predefined methods are available in case of collections. What it means, if you go here, already I showed you this one. Let me uncomment these 2 lines. If I go to the array, right, if I click on dot, enter, so I can able to see some methods here, but these methods are not coming from the array, right? It is not coming from, these are coming from the object class. What is object class? Object class is the topmost class available in the Java. Okay, from this object class, these methods are taken. It is coming from this method. We can use array dot clone, weight. See, these are the methods. Length. These are coming from the object class. Okay, whichever is displayed here. But there is no predefined method. But in case of the collection object, right? So if I take array list object, okay, if I click on enter, see, you'll get there are many methods available which are coming from the array list. Okay, there are many predefined methods are available, and we can perform these method operations as per our requirement, so that there is no need to write our own code to perform some operations. But in case of array, we need to do our own logic. We should write our own logic and we should write the program. But in this case, already there are many predefined, tested, validated methods are available in the collections, so we can use that. So that is the main advantages of if you go for the collections. So these are the 6 differences we discussed now. And that's all, guys. That's all for today. Hope you understood the basic difference between array and collections. If you still have any doubt regarding array or collections, you just put it in the comment sections. I will revert you back with the proper answer. So thank you, guys. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please hit like button. If you don't like, please hit dislike button. And don't forget to subscribe this channel. Thank you.